Hello and welcome everyone to Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair as we get further into Chapter 3. And what a hell of a way we ended off last time with this whole situation going on. Mikan. Yes! Chapter 3, where three of our student friends have been inflicted with a despair disease that makes them act the opposite of how they usually are. And poor Mikan here has been taking care of them, but now she has this odd tendency of crawling into bed with poor Hajime here. So, yeah. Jiskarika, thank you very much for the gift sub to Wrathman, thank you so much. Yeah, that's sort of where we're at. That's being used as the motive this time around. This disease, this weird disease, and yeah, Hajime's room keeps getting broken into. It's not working out so well for him. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Him just waking up after another session of seeing how everybody is and seeing if everybody can recover, with no real hope of things getting better. So yeah, we'll see how it all goes. Oh, Mito! By the way, special happy birthday to Mito. It's their birthday today. I saw that in Amy's Discord. So happy birthday to Mito today. Hope it was a good day. Just needs a cuddle buddy during the tough times, exactly. Oh goodness, but yes, hopefully the sound is good. Everything is all set. We can get this whole thing started. I got hit by a power outage at your grandparents' house. That's rough. That's okay though, DGC. Ultimate unlucky student skill. Yes, there you go. Audio is fine. Excellent. Alright, let's begin. Oh my gosh, Jiskarika, we go with 1,000 bits. Holy crap, thank you so much. Saying, I'm on vacation this week so I can finally catch up on some games I've been wanting to play. Also, Derek, I can't believe I haven't said this yet, but you and I share the same favorite game of all time. Well, it just shows you have good taste. Average day, just slightly older. Hey, nothing wrong with that. At least it wasn't a bad day. That's the important part. Still, happy birthday to you. And let's rescue poor Hajime from this situation. Okay.
No, stop. You're tickling me.
Mikan, again? Hurry up and move. I can't breathe.
He's being suffocated.
You stopped moving. Now I can finally relax and sleep. Wait.
Eggroll with 200 bits, thank you so much, saying, can we get a hype train going? I'm not sure, but thank you. I appreciate it nonetheless. Yeah, cyanosis again. Whoa, Hajime's gone limp. Whoa, please get a hold of yourself. He regained consciousness. This is death by snoo. There you go. Oh, I'm so glad. I thought you died from suffocation. Mikan, why are you here? The Monokuma announcement hasn't aired yet. Now that you mention it. Well, I came here to wake you up, but it seems like I accidentally fell asleep. What kind of accident is that? But good news, you see. Nagato's condition has stabilized. Really? And I rushed over to let you guys know, but Fuyuhiko's room was locked, so... Oh yeah, my lock is still broken. Thanks, Ibuki. Anyway, please hurry over. Nagato can probably be saved. Yeah, got it. I quickly got dressed and headed over to the hospital with Mikan. Although I did wonder why it was necessary to be so pumped for someone like Nagito. Oh well, best not to think about it. Nagito is in his patient room. Please hurry and see how he's doing. Still haven't found where that last Monokuma is. Either way, let's see how he's doing. Oh, Mito, thank you for that tier 1 sub to the Nightbot. Thank you so much. Oh, God. There I saw Nagito, who managed to sit up in his bed. Nagito, can you hear me? Hajime came by to see how you're doing. The twin Ibukis are singing. I see. Ibuki must have been a twin duo. The Veronicas! Is he supposed to be cured?
Well,
It's not like he's completely cured. He was just able to recover from his critical condition. They were utilizing their characteristic as twins, and they've been taking turns appearing before me. Which means there are actually 17 people on this island. The Veronicas! That's the answer! After seeing this, it might have been better if he stayed quiet for just a little bit longer. I'm so glad. I'm so relieved Nagito regained consciousness. The Nightbot's death? Oh my gosh. That's, wow. Okay. Nightbot is a death bot. Oh god. I'm so glad. I feel dizzy. Somehow, everything is spinning around me. Shouldn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right? Then, if you insist, I will use the on-call room upstairs. You must be mentally exhausted, so it's better if you relax in the lobby instead. Yeah, I'll do that. Then, even though it's morning, good night. Mikan wobbled around a bit, then left the room. She's definitely exhausted. Well, it's understandable. I mean, she fell asleep when she was supposed to come wake me up.
Man.
All alone with Hajime, huh? I can't stand being in the same room as you. Don't worry, I'm leaving. You should focus on curing that crappy disease of yours. Yeah, hurry up and go away. I don't want to see your face anymore.
Hey.
That means it's a lie. He does want to see my face. The morning Monokuma announcement should be starting soon. I should wait at the lobby for the transmission. Huh? The surveillance camera unit's light is blinking, but that's weird. It's not transmission time yet. If the light is blinking, it receives some sort of transmission from the other side, right? But that's pretty early. We haven't even received the Monokuma announcement yet. It might be something urgent, though. If so, there's no way I can make them wait until Fuyuhiko gets here. Alright, even if it's just me, I should receive the transmission. I reached my hand and pressed the reception button on the surveillance camera unit. Oh dear. At first glance, I immediately knew it wasn't a normal video. A slowly swaying dim light is shining on the black curtains. It felt like some sort of ritual was about to begin. Is this light from a candle? Smashman with 100 bits, thank you so much. Remember Homestar Runner? Well, Videlatrix, the developer behind Peasant's Quest and Stinko Man 20x6, brings you Dangeresque the Rumisode Triangulate. It's like if LucasArts made a Homestar Runner game. Visuals are reminiscent of Sam & Max in particular. That sounds interesting. Sunflower, thank you very much for the first time chat. And yeah, this is definitely an uh-oh. Like, this is... Like, I'll be honest, I got chills when I saw this scene. I'm like, oh no. But what was creepiest of all was the rope hanging from the ceiling. The end of the rope was tied in a loop, and beneath it there was a stepladder. It was like a gallows. What is this? I didn't understand at all. What's going on at the music venue? And that's when it happened. Oh no. The moment I saw a silhouette slowly entering the frame from the side of the screen, chills ran down my spine as if someone was dragging ice on me. A person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head. What the? As I raised my voice in surprise, the person in the hospital gown slowly started moving and began climbing the stepladder. What the hell is going on? This is so different. Slowly, they took their time climbing it. That person has long hair. No, that's the edges of the bag. So I thought that was the hair coming down, but no, that's the loops of the bag. They reached over to the rope hanging from the ceiling. Are you kidding me? And at that moment, the screen suddenly went pitch black, probably because the candle, the only source of light, had gone out. Hey! No matter what I said, there was no response from the darkness on the other side of the monitor. What the heck is this? What's going on? What in the world is going on? No, it doesn't matter. I have to do something about this. I might still be able to make it. I need to hurry over to the music venue. I rushed out of the hospital and ran over to the music venue where the transmission was made. Oh boy.
Ahem. Hope speak a Good morning, everyone. Now then, let's show.
Just now, that was the morning Monokuma announcement. Fuyuhiko should be arriving here shortly. No, I don't have time to wait for him. I've got to get to the music venue. I think it's this way. How's our pet doing? Oh crap. That's a lot of poop. Oh boy. Please, please let me make it. I rushed into the music venue with a prayer in my heart. But I completely forgot. Prayer means nothing on this island. Oh, jeez. I know who that is. I was too late. What the hell is this? It's, oh God, Music Girl. It's been a week, so I'm forgetting her name. Yeah, it's Ibuki. That's definitely Ibuki. In the hot air inside the music venue, I couldn't keep myself from shouting. Hot air? Why is it so hot? What is this strange hot air inside the music venue? No, now's not the time to worry about that. More importantly, why isn't anybody coming? What is everyone doing? The body discovery announcement? That's right, there hasn't been an announcement yet. That's why nobody's noticed yet. Then I need to hurry and let the others know. From here, the motel is close by. There should be a lot of able-bodied people who can help me there. I should hurry. I ran to the motel as fast as I could, trying desperately not to trip over my own feet. Hey, somebody get out here! As soon as I arrived at the motel, I started shouting for help as loud as I could. I was wondering who was making such an infernal racket, so it was you. Gundam, something awful has happened. Don't tell me. Do you intend to spread the pathogenic bacteria so you can take us all down with you? I won't let you. If you want to pass, you must defeat me first. What happened? Is there a problem? Fighting is not allowed. It's worse than trouble. There's a body. Huh? Didn't you hear me? A body was found. Body? Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies like Nagato in order to confuse us all? Hold on. Hajime, is that true? Of course it is. Isn't it obvious? Chiaki, you have seen Nagato's condition, yes? This fiend just has the same symptoms as him. Amy, it was, yeah, somebody has died, and who did you think it was going to be die? Oh, Gamer Girl or Coach Guy? Nope, not them.
But still.
But there's no way we shouldn't check it out, because if Hajime is telling the truth, that means it happened again, right? A killing?
Hey.
If that's true, we need to check it out. If that's the case, I will not stop you. Leave this place to me and you fiends go on ahead. No need to worry. I will catch up with you easily. That sounds like famous last words. Chiaki, can you go? Yeah, it's better if we hurry, right?
I can see it!
I should destroy any and all traps. It's horrifying. Your presence ruins 10 situations. Sounds like an important problem. How long have I been making that mistake? Ever since your character was formed. That goes for you too. You certainly talk big now. Do these guys get along? Okay.
Hajime!
Hajime! Mikan, why are you here? Perfect timing. Please help us, Hajime. Help us?
Hey.
Hajime, someone's coming from over there. Hajime and Chiaki, what are you guys doing here? Fuyuhiko, why are you here too? Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Ibuki. Looking for Ibuki? I was planning to rest in the on-call room, but I wanted to check on everyone before I did that. And Ibuki's missing from the hospital all of a sudden. Huh?
Perhaps.
So what Hajime was saying earlier. Everyone, let's hurry. Hurry where? To the music venue. Don't ask, just follow me. Music venue. Is Ibuki going to be there? Well, kinda. Oh boy. The sad thing is, I know exactly how she was killed at this point. My wound hasn't completely healed yet. Don't make me run too much.
Hey.
Is Ibuki inside here? The only way to know is to go inside and confirm if that hanged body is really Ibuki. So, Ibuki had the disease that allowed them to be highly suggestible to do things. Somebody told her to go hang herself. Somebody set it up and then had her hang herself. Why they had it happen on camera? I don't know who that is. That's the tricky part here. I clench my teeth and reach my hand toward the door. Huh? What the heck? Why is it locked? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I was able to go through here just a few minutes ago. Then why don't we try from another entrance? This is the only entrance to the music venue. There isn't even a window we can go through. But why is it locked? I don't understand it myself, but if it won't open, then the only thing we can do is force our way through. I wonder if that's going to be possible. Of the four of us, two of us are girls, you know? It doesn't matter if you can do it or not. We have to try. Let's go. We'll all charge at the same time. Ready, set, go! At Fuyuhiko's signal, we charge at the door at full force. Oh, the door moved. Maybe it'll open easily after all.
Yep.
Yeah, even with two girls here. Let's go. All right, one more time. At Fuyuhiko's signal, we charge into the door one more time. It was like a live performance had just ended. That moment of silence just before the audience breaks out in thunderous applause. And a few minutes after that silence, a scream surfaced. Oh God! What the hell? Oh my God. There wasn't just a hanged body. There was also another body, a suspended body belonging to Hiyoko. Okay, did not see the double kill coming. Whew.
A body has been discovered. Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin.
How the heck did that happen?
A body has been discovered.
Oh, wow.
Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed,
2 body discovery announcements in a row. That means the hanged body with a hemp bag on its head. Hyoko's suspended body. Both of these bodies have been discovered at the same time. So, I don't think Ibuki was the one on the camera, that's for sure, because we can see her hair hanging down below the bag here. So somebody with shorter hair staged that first. Maybe Hyoko and then somebody killed Hyoko? I don't know. Man. What is this? What is this? Hyoko and... Who the hell is that other one wearing the hemp bag? Could it be 2 victims? But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Hyoko's body. I only saw that hanged body over there. Not even 10 minutes passed, but still, why? What is this? Impossible, 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 impossible. It's impossible for killings to happen on this island. Shut up, idiot.
This is just...
For now, we should lower that person wearing the hemp bag to the ground. Leaving it like that is just too sad.
Yes!
Yes. But what about preserving the scene of the crime? Who freaking cares about that? There's a control panel for the baton lighting on the wing of the stage. You can lower the body with that. That one. Fuyuhiko ran over to the wing of the stage and pressed a button on the control panel. I can see Fuyuhiko surviving to the end at this point, just because I see him as kind of the Byakuya of this game, even though Byakuya was here. Oh, too short. That's a good point. Good point. With a motorized sound like the growl of a starving beast, the baton lighting slowly descended. When it descended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now, I'm going to take off the hemp bag, okay? Even though I expected it, I still didn't want to confront that reality. Under the hemp bag, there was no denying that the face I saw belonged to Ibuki. Damn it! It's all my fault. If only I did a better job watching over Ibuki. You're wrong. It's not your fault, Mikan. No matter how we feel, the one at fault is...
What's the matter?
Jeez, it feels like someone died in here or something. So you finally showed up, the root of all evil.
What the heck?
How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I even went to the trouble of bringing everyone for you. Bringing everyone?
Are you kidding me?
What the hell is going on here? Ibuki and Hyoko?
What?
So 2 people have been killed.
What?
Whoa there, that's not all. I've also summoned the others who were at the hospital. The others?
This is troubling.
Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware.
Damn it!
I can't believe they did such a horrible thing. Nagito, Kane, are you okay?
Huh?
Huh? Of course. What do you mean, of course?
No way!
Are you talking about the despair disease? Jeez, you guys, that stuff is totally over now. Over? Yeah, because I got bored. For that silly reason? And now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore. Yeah, that despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
What'd you say?
What the heck? That's impossible. How can you spread a disease and cure it so easily? Ah, who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is that it's already been cured. So let's get back to our main topic and proceed as usual.
The Monokuma file! See ya
Yeah, not to be confused with the dead Byakuya of this game. Good point. I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate.
This cannot
Again?
be.
We have to do this again? We have no choice. Like last time, if this means one of us killed these 2, then we cannot let this be. Why do we have to do this? Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this. If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed. Abandon your overdependence and complaints this instant. Those have no place in this world. But what about Nekomaru? What's going to happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Nekomaru. Huh? That's strange. I'm crying. What happened to me? Looks like lingering after effects of the despair disease. Nothing for you to worry about.
Hey.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry about.
This is bad.
Since you had the liar disease, your after effects could be lies? Maybe?
Leave it to me.
Please leave Nekomaru to me. Everyone must focus on investigating, so I must do my very best.
Alrighty.
Alrighty, I will definitely bring back Nekomaru and win everyone's trust. It seems we should leave Nekomaru to Monami. What about guarding this area? Do we still need it? I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet. It's better if I stay here too, right? I should perform the autopsy again, right?
Damn right.
Then I'll leave that to you. Then let's get started so we can end this nightmare for good. That's right. We need to end this. We need to finish this once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this, but for those two's sake, we need to find the truth. And then we need to end this nightmare once and for all. Alright, before we get into the evidence, let's make a prediction. I don't think it's either it couldn't have been Nagito or Akane. It can't be Nekomaru. So that leaves Gundam, Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Chiaki, Sonya, Mikan, and Mikan. Okay. Wow, there's very few suspects here. That's wild. Oh yeah, Amy, what's your prediction if you were still watching? Short hair. So that puts immediately all the guys as suspects. And honestly... Okay, I don't think it's Sonya, unless she put her hair up, but I kind of doubt that. I don't know if they go that far. But I don't think it's Sonya. Mikan's is also long too, so... Oh god, okay, it's either... We're down to Chiaki and the three guys. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure. I've been saying Tanaka too much. I'm gonna go with. It doesn't feel right, but none of them feel right at the moment, just based on the little evidence we have. So before we get all of our evidence, I'm going to say Kazuichi, but that doesn't feel right. Like, I've been putting up with this for a while, but why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. It's because your clothes are so smothering. I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. And so Kazuichi left the music venue under a cloud of grumbling complaints. But it really is hot. In fact, it's swelteringly hot. Why is it this hot? No, before that, I need to check the Monokuma file first. There were two victims this time, Ibuki Miyota and Hiyoko Sayanji. Ibuki Miyota's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hiyoko Sayanji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. What the... Is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. Two things have to do with the throat, though. That's... It's strange. Why did the killer kill two people? Huh? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you'll leave, right? So I don't think it's really necessary to kill two people and take that kind of risk. I agree with that. Or was there a reason that they had to kill two people? A reason for killing two people? Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so...
I'll definitely find out.
I will definitely find the truth behind this case.
I think.
That's what I think. I can't... I'm sorry, I can't distrust her. I can't. Seriously, I'd really prefer she had a more confident sounding catchphrase. See if there's any sign of the Monokuma. There, he's under a spell. There's a black curtain hanging on the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from one edge of the stage to the other.
Huh?
It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket?
So,
If they went that far, this was probably something that the killer really needed for this crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. Belle has not said who she thinks is the killer. She had to take a call. The stepladder is tipped over on its side. Yeah, that's a green curtain that we saw. I wonder if they found a way to record it. Kazuichi is the one that set up the camera. Okay. This must be the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. Isn't that a bloodstain?
see?
Look, there's blood around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, then it must be Hiyoko's blood. That's the only thing I can think of. A bloodstain that probably belongs to Hiyoko is on this left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? That's a good question. That I'm not sure of. It's red herring, of course! It's always red herring. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. Huh? What's this on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. Huh. Did the murderer have Ibuki kill Hiyoko and then hang herself? And that's how she stepped in the blood? Huh. Oh, the meme guy. I've been watching the VODs for this. Hope I can finish the VODs for when you're going to play Chapter 4, best chapter. Oh, wow. The soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know if it was Ibuki because of the hemp bag, though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope.
Like,
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up.
well,
That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time, so I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true, their estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time, but I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible. Because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hiyoko's death afterward. Oh, Mirage, thank you for the first time chat. Not my bestie. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not sure which one is your bestie, but yeah. Wow, 4 and 5 is the best in the franchise. Alright, Amy. Everybody's been waiting. They really want to know your prediction for who the killer is. Who's your guess before seeing any of them? Yes, meme guy. The schedule for the streams is Danganronpa 2 is every Sunday from 9 to midnight Eastern. Oh, you don't guess until they're in the round room? Alright. 2 different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head when she was hanging from the ceiling. But why did she have a hemp bag on her head? Wait, huh? That hemp bag, upon further inspection, there's a Monumi decal on the fabric. Excuse me. It looks like this isn't just a normal bag. It's the rope that was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? That means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
Hey!
Excuse me, Mikan. Do you have a moment? What's happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right?
Well,
Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
See.
I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place. Jeez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. Not a clue, but it's a truth bullet. Sure. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in that video must have been coming from this candle. Hey, thank you, Starlson, for the first time chat. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used the normal stage lighting. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped, it's just dirty. Dirty?
hey.
See, take a close look at the floor.
See?
If you look closely, you're right, there's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a bloodstain?
Yep,
Well, a bloodstain isn't strange. Hyoko's neck was slashed not far from here.
but still.
Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it?
So,
If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped off the bloodstain, as long as the body's nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So what was the killer trying to hide? Hyoko's body is suspended against a pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Also, interesting note here. Why is her bow on backwards? Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body here. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed... It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right?
Hey!
Ah, Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way.
Now.
I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help?
Actually,
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want me to search inside Hyoko's kimono.
huh?
Huh? That's exactly it.
Why?
Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead? Fine. If you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else. Hey, Akane. Yo, what's up?
Hey.
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hiyoko's kimono, so can you feel around for that?
What?
I don't really understand, but I just gotta check out Hiyoko's kimono, right?
Thanks.
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing.
Now then.
Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape binding Hiyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono. Damn it, she's tied up so tight I can't really reach with my hand. Oh wait, hold on. There's something... Is this what you were looking for? Is this a key?
Perhaps.
It looks different than the keys to the cottage, so this may be the key to her motel room. The key to her motel room, huh?
But
If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence.
isn't that right?
Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more toward the front of her kimono so we'd notice it easier. Which means we can conclude this is something Hiyoko had with her all along.
Hey.
Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you looked like you were curious about the condition of Hiyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. It's true, there are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is...
See?
the way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hiyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck? I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. A sea of blood, huh? 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. I had the same thought, by the way, Amy. I think somebody commanded Ibuki because she had a disease that made her very easily persuaded to do things. And I think she was told to kill Hiyoko, and then the true killer had her kill herself with the hanging. There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we used this to lower Ibuki's hanged body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw. It had a dim candlelight ambience to it, and it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them?
So you have appeared.
Oh, I need to see a flashback to when he found her body. I'm looking at that white thing. I wonder if there was a second curtain and Hiyoko's body was hidden behind that second curtain that's now gone. Huh. I see. So you noticed too, fiend. Huh? Noticed? So you didn't notice? Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that apparent item? Look at the baton lighting? You mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting. So you finally noticed. But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time and... There's no need. Go, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy! Now is the time for you to take flight! Ha! Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my four dark devas of destruction. A hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. The hell? It started running around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles. And then, the paper fluttered downward and was deftly caught by Gundam. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder. Wow, that's amazing. I've never seen a hamster do tricks.
How pitiful.
They're my 4 dark devas of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. So what's with that paper?
Fine.
It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribed onto it.
It was close.
It appears to be nothing. It's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, is too unnatural. Last thing we have is the control panel. Whew, 86. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little. Like so. It's running as a heater, over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off a little. Alright, let's talk to everybody in here. So I guess we'll start with Mikan. If only I noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Naikito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me that I should go check on how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient rooms and noticed that Ibuki was gone, so I quickly ran out of the hospital. So that's what happened. And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That is a long story. I'm sorry, it's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you because we've been together since this morning. You're right, we were together until you went to the on-call room. That's right, we were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So I don't doubt you, I'm telling the truth. Is that alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please, spare my life at least. What happened to not doubting me? It's always the butler.
Something like this.
It has happened once again. 2 of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it.
How cruel.
This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Hyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those 2 are no longer here. Such a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. 2 of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, right?
So just as
We
I
must
thought.
do this then, for the sake of the 2 who are fallen. The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor. Ah, the camera machine.
I see.
This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This too.
Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps some criminal psychology is at play here? What do you mean?
Well,
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there is no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera.
Fine.
So that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was that thing I saw? Mirage Golden Hawk Jumpy is the killer. I mean, I always wondered, but I didn't want to say.
Damn right.
Hey Hajime, take a look at this. What?
Huh?
Look what's in front of the door. This is a drumstick, right? It looks like it's broken. What happened to it?
Like,
If something like that is in front of the door, you think it might be a really big clue? Why would this be a clue? Come on, it was what was used to come to block you from getting in the room, Hajime. Think. Remember when we came to the music venue? Gotta force our way open. Yep, got that whole scene. Got it. The door was locked when we tried to go inside. Excuse me. And the 4 of us charged into the door. But when I examined it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock at all. Huh?
I get it.
The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? You mean, you think this drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out?
Huh?
Huh? I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't have been able to escape outside.
Like,
Maybe the killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue? And they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us.
I get it.
You know, don't they use tricks like that a lot in the mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here
Damn
somewhere.
it.
Alright, I'm definitely going to find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? Like you said, that might be possible, but
Listen to the whole story.
I heard what you two were discussing. Chiaki, that was kind of a cool entrance.
Well,
Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it?
see?
Look, there's a weird glob where the right and left door touch, see? You're right. What is this? It looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but... As she said that, Chiaki bent down and scraped off the semi-transparent glob with her finger. Nom. Why are you putting it in your mouth? It smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop? And this chewiness. I see, this thing made a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. Yeah, it was right, Amy. For instance, if it was originally a liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Just as I thought, it tastes nasty. Chiaki spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right? What's Akane up to? Hey, are you okay? Are you still not feeling well? Huh? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking.
That's weird.
That's weird. There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. It'll probably go away if I battle a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. Nekomaru will definitely come back. You're right.
Hajime.
Hajime, this might be impudent of me to ask, but will you listen to what I have to say?
Hey,
I heard that you witnessed the incident from the very beginning, right? So what? Can you provide me with a summary of the incident? I need to reach the truth behind this incident, for the sake of dedicating my body to an even greater hope. No.
well,
Why? Don't make me repeat myself. No. This guy just wants to confuse us. There's no way I'm going to tell him what he wants to know.
how unfortunate.
I see. That's disappointing. Let's see. Did you direct your gaze to the brave statue of my four dark devas of destruction? Okay. To the storage room. Excuse me. Now she dies of poison. Of course he's in here. You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check how you look. Nagito, did you come here to investigate this storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it, or is he trying to stand guard here?
Hey,
So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped-over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hiyoko. That probably all came from this storage room. There might be other things in the storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just going to be on the killer side, right? I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it.
but
That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh?
man,
But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any
Hajime.
sense. By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
right?
Hey, if you could explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really, you might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer.
How mean.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'll gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die. That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not going to tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings. You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously, the movie theater. After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theater? Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? That is a good question. There's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know about guitars and drums, but there are also instruments and machines I've never seen before. But they don't look like they pertain to the case. There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. It feels somewhat depressing. Huh? Compared to last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? No, definitely not. Aha! We see the rip! There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decorations. Huh? This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There are a lot of stickers pasted all over the front side of this wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper. It looks a little torn, but what does this mean? I guess that's everything important in this storage room. I guess I should go back to the music venue. That's interesting it wasn't a truth bullet. Huh. It's possible that Hidden Monokuma could be here. I didn't see it. Alright, with this we might be able to we might be close to finished investigating the music venue. But I still need to talk to Mikan. I need to make sure to get those autopsy results from her. How about it, Mikan? Have you found anything out by now? To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat? Is that possible? If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death. I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird. Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders. Huh? Imitation murder? Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew.
See?
It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. That movie?
Good instinct.
The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed two people. The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This too.
It's certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec. What are you talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed? Are you guys worried that there's going to be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I prepared a perfect countermeasure. On this killing trip, the same Blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people. You mean you've added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the Blackened would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings? Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this possibility at all. I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers? Huh?
So
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by two different people. That would mean that killers exist at the same time. Two killers exist at the same time. But we can only vote for one person, right?
I am concerned.
Yeah, only now you've added this rule, right? If we can only choose one based on the majority vote, the other person would certainly achieve victory. Yeah, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or 4 incidents overlap one another? Shut up! It's okay. I'll make extra sure something like that never happens.
Hey,
Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right? Ugh. Alright, fine, that's right. There's always one killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see, so there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. Ibuki totally killed Hiyoko. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little. Yep, that makes things a little easier. Plus, that the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people. It means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? Could it be you haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
so...
Like I said, that movie.
Oh my.
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. Then the imitation is...
Good instinct.
Of course, it's an imitation of that movie.
Well,
Well, based on the murder this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it. As if they copied the movie. I see, Nagito mentioned something about that. Well, that kind of clears, excuse me, that clears us of being the killer since we never watched the movie. Which is convenient considering we found the body would be an easy suspect.
you...
I see, so you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it my all until the end. Alright. Let's get out of here. There's a lot of stuff going on. Like, I have a somewhat idea of how this all went down, but not full. But maybe we'll get that as we get to the motel and see more of what happened with Hiyoko. But Hiyoko totally died first. I just remembered, I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. It might be faster to just ask someone. Okay, not a clue. What about you, Gundam?
So you have
You're here, right? Come on out. Huh? Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide it in the first place. Hey, which room was Hiyoko staying in?
listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers?
Damn right.
Hey Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue, you met up with Mikan and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some
I
reason.
see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door and discovered Hyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey,
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall, didn't you hear me? A body was found. But here we go. Pick a dog and play. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Karagosa, who won the Splatfest? I'm gonna guess Love. Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and
I
Monami.
see.
I see, so Kazuichi and Sonya didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are suspicious?
Like,
Well, Hyoko was killed between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but while we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what was going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
well, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well,
No, we went to the movie theater in that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time with Mikan and I were the time that Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with the duct tape. It's true, I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact is, Hyoko was killed, and we did discover her body. What, do you still doubt me?
jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry, even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. I'd want to know in advance what I have to do to end up like that. No, I don't think it's Fuyuhiko either, Amy. Okay, just this room. Looks like it's locked, but the key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this... It opened, just as I thought. This key was Hyoko's room key. Alright, I should go inside. So Hyoko was staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it really doesn't look like feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted.
Oh my.
Huh? Did the door open? Yeah, Hyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What, did something happen? No, it's just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does she mean? The bed isn't messed up. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. The moment Hyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right? However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
Perhaps.
Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it. Hyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she couldn't tie her sash anymore. Mihiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mihiru, that Mihiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mihiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why. I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
Just find other clothes. Nah, she's that traditional dancer. She's used to kimonos. She wants kimonos. Komeda checklist. Which one's is that Nagito that's Komeda? And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be.
Could it be Hyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told this to anyone. I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. Nobody knew. If that's the case, how did the killer know Hyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Ah, there's our last Monokuma. There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. There's no way anyone can use this. Not forcibly abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find an important clue. Oh well. There it is. There we go. All Monokuma's found. That's everything. Okay. Cool. Glad we did that. Later, Belline. Let's see. She says, "Gotta get the kids to bed. I'll put my guess as a nurse because that's the only thing you can think of with a good enough clue right now." I miss which clue you're going for that one. The only thing that made me like the video is what threw me off from Mikan, but I did think about the fact that she was the one that mentioned the whole heat aspect of the body, that she would know how to disrupt the time of death because of the whole body thing and knowing to hit the heat. I don't know anybody else that would know that, but you don't know. Sometimes people in these type of games have just weird amounts of knowledge about certain things. The temperature thing. So we noticed the same thing, Amy. Okay. The other thing that's interesting. Huh. So, real quick, fun fact. I you know, with just little, I've mostly caught up on stuff I've been watching. So I've actually been watching the Game Grumps playthrough of Danganronpa 2 because far enough ahead, I don't feel like I'm going to spoil anything. I'm not looking at the comments or anything like that. I'm just seeing their reactions to stuff. And I'm still in chapter 1, but I'm at the point where they got to the first murder, and that's so I'm seeing all the clues that I had missed that pointed towards Nagito that I didn't even realize was Nagito even setting stuff up at that point. And so maybe I'm more aware of things because of that. But I did sort of like perk up when I realized, like when they said there's no other exits from the music venue, but Mikan was asking about why don't we find another way in? So it's like, did she find some other way in? Is Mikan the killer? Like, what the hell? What is the motive on that? I am very, very curious.
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? Yep, Komeda right there. Okay. Unless Hajime entering the scene ruined the original plan, and thus Mikan had to improvise on the spot. Huh. Oh yeah, who did win? I missed that. Wait, Money won Splatfest? What the heck? I'm shocked by that. The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their theme. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched that movie yet. I see. Then you really should watch this movie first. Hey, manager, a customer's here.
Did you call me?
Yes, did you call me?
What?
Huh? Hajime's the customer? Do you have a problem with
What are
that?
you gonna do?
And you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. That's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, and then you're really a tough guy. You were so devoted to being Tsundere that you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
Huh?
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker. It's nothing.
Listen up.
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito? Stop it. But my resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker. See? It's this one. I'm sorry, I was born stupid. Oh my god, the way that came back. Oh my gosh. That is also true, experiment, that they could have messed with the footage. I'm sorry, that's so perfect. You bought this for $1.5 million? In the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Here.
Okay, here you go. It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today for at this time. 2.5D. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Look forward to it.
Then I'll go
okay?
prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
That Nagito line was all over the place in the FT were on the rise. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Hajime, about that invitations ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Huh? Why? No reason, just think of it as a protective charm. I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations. That reminds me, that item should be on top of their counter. Ah, that's where the bag came from. I forgot about this. This one with this one looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a decal of Monomi's face on it. Variety of common tasks. Only one person can have it. If the tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Whoa there, were you interested in buying that tote bag? Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out. Who'd you sell it to?
You're so
Stupid, there's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that reveal who the killer is. So the killer bought it.
shocking.
Ah! I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right? It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference?
Hey,
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. So many truth bullets. That could be it, experiment. Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue.
now then.
Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
Wait.
This is exciting! Exciting! Well, just let me get some popcorn. Alright. Well, into the theater. I apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this 2.5D that sounds so
Now
half-assed.
then, please relax and enjoy the film.
Oh, this is going to be something.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
Oh my god. This freaking...
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine
This narrator.
military exercise, and was whisked away to Monami's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends.
Oh my god.
Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monami scarecrow hanged herself and died.
That's the reasoning we saw before, which she's easily suggested.
He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows.
That's the Akane.
He also met a Monami tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron.
So the arrows were the ones that weren't imitated. It was the slicing.
After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami. And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her.
What the hell?
With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived
What
the
the
rest
hell?
of his days in luxury.
Arrow person was strapped to a tree. That's true, but she had her throat slit, no other damage. So it was kind of a combination.
And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Oh my god. Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, one for each head.
So,
Now then, let's meet again at the class trial. Goodbye, bye-bye. I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe this situation. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie? But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah. Just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie matched the victims in this case. Ibuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too.
But
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now, or... If the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. Watch the final, the punishment is totally going to be the 3rd death. 2.5 stars for being half-assed. Nice. Alright. Whoops. All that's left is the hospital.
Well,
I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only really been a few days. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
hey,
Yeah, so I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. didn't you get this from the shady-looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
Right.
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
Man.
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed at the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor.
Hey.
But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it. However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right, you did work on that. Danganronpa, Ace Attorney, I and Zero Escape are all on sales in the moment. I'm glad you're enjoying Ghost Trick, Zacian. That's awesome. I've not played the Somnian Files, and I've only played 999. There's a paper, but it's been years. Like I played that when it originally came out. Hey, Darth Chrono. There's a paper on the bulletin board. Apparently it's a hospital notice. Hospital precautions. Eating and drinking are forbidden within the hospital building. Also, disregarding patients who need to be accompanied overnight stays by non-patients are expressly forbidden. Okay. Nothing there.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I wanted to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right.
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now. That's not black, that's green. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was a rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder and without any hesitation. She climbed that stepladder of her own free will, and then she grabbed that rope and I just realized the bags buy one, get one free, so that puts Kazuichi as a suspicious person again, just because he could have set up another camera to record wherever else and record this and to get him set up. I don't know. Something about this. Something weird. That's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the Machine Alley was a really old model. Hold on.
Well?
At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? Yeah? You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself? So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her, but didn't make it in time.
Hey.
But I didn't make it in time. Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Green tint is because of the cartoony representation of the camera footage. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's no doubt. If so... Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure that out so easily. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. Why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might just be overthinking it, but did she seem a little upset? Seriously, Chiaki is easily the best girl in this game. Oh, hello, Akane. What are you doing here?
Now then.
Phew, I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. What? No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey!
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns? Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so now the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you sure I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser. No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Nikon back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Oh shoot, we're dropping frames all of a sudden. Okay, I think it stopped. Oh, Stepladder pre-ordered the Chiaki Nendoroid. It's so funny to me that actually came up and was a thing all of a sudden. I can't imagine that. I don't remember that material being any good. So yeah, whoever staged that definitely grabbed the extra. Yeah, they did have more of an appearance of a bathrobe, but still. Well, let's do the conference room first, then we'll go to the staff room. No, I for whatever reason I started dropping a few frames, but it's better now. Oh well. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch? Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you there?
Yes.
If you turn on the light, it's going to be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed? Hey, Hajime? If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you going to do? Are you going to poke them? What are you going to do? Are you going to poke them out? I'm not going to poke out my eyes.
Aww.
Oh, bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey.
Black curtain. Were you surprised? So this is where it was staged. Interesting. Surprised? I don't get it.
Well?
I got it. Got what?
See?
The curtains in this conference room were designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through.
See?
See? A black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. A black light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So, is something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was that all about? That bit about being embarrassing if I look and troll fail. I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place. And that's it. I think fast. It's flashbang.
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay!
If it was staged in this room, God, it really does. Like, there's a lot of evidence that keeps pointing towards Mikan, but Mikan is so not suspicious as far as the character is concerned. She's so meek.
The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP. I'll see you soon.
It's already time. So, this again. I need to go to that place again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims, in order to find the truth, the only thing I can do is go. Ah, but Derek, it's always the quiet, meek ones you gotta keep an extra eye on. I guess so. Is there going to be a snake again because I'm at to despair again? Follow spells, point the finger at Gundam again. No, at the rate we're going, I'm almost wondering if Gundam's going to make it to the end. I can almost see it. Let's hatch this thing. We'll get to this bridge and then go back the other way. Oh, there we go. Yep, because it had a despair meter of 2, it's once again a snake. Alright, whatever. 556, I played 999. Yes, I played 999, but it's been years. I remember the basics of it, but not all of it. But yeah, you do want to finish that as much as possible. You want to get all endings to get the true ending. That's definitely worth seeing. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock, and soon enough...
Welcome!
Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial? Hey, jerk, hold it right there. What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells. My brain works just fine. Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? I see, so you've come to avenge him. Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like you say? Oops. Anyway, since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent. Now then, I gotta go first. Hold on, I won't let you escape. Hey, did you hear what he said? Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years.
Well,
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
how about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do
Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Man, it really is hitting just how few students we have left. Especially with Nekomaru not here. My god. About time I showed my serious side. Jeez, how troublesome. But I suppose I can display my true power for the sake of our two fallen comrades.
This is bad.
Hey, what did Monokuma mean just now? Don't tell me Nekomaru is already... Don't get distracted by Monokuma. We need to focus on the class trial right now. I know, but...
I'm gonna do
Hey, what are you whining about? Hurry up and get this over with already. And then we can greet Coach Nekomaru with open arms when he comes back. Sorry, my nose is itchy. Just as I thought, this particular incident... Oops, we can continue this later. Right, Hajime? What's wrong with him? He's even creepier than usual.
Jeez.
I already figured this, but it's best if we don't rely on Monomi all that much. She's just saying stupid things that'll make us even more confused. Maybe we should just shut her up for good. I mean, we see her die once. I don't think that's gonna work.
Hey,
Let's go. There's no time to waste. I know it's sad, but we need to move forward. And then we need to end this once and for all. Hiyoko, it must be my fault after all.
Well?
Then I must learn the truth behind this murder most foul. Now then, let us proceed. Oh, I haven't been helpful at all. I couldn't even figure out an estimated time of death. I'm sorry I'm such a useless piece of trash. Well, here we go. Darth ending was so, yeah. Something else, alright. No doubt. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock... the elevator began its deep descent as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. God, I'm trying to figure out who the 5 that'll survive will be. Because I assume it's going to be like Danganronpa 1. Because 5, if it follows the path of Danganronpa 1, there'll be 2 more murders and 2 more executions. So it gets rid of 4, and then puts it to 5. Oh, actually 6 in this case, because Nekomaru is supposed to be there. Although we lose 1 in this case, so yeah, so 5. Never mind. But yeah, there's been a lot of little things here and there that really point towards Mikan. Yeah. Like her mentioning some sort of alternate entrance to the venue, to it being very obvious that the suicide video seemed to be staged at the hospital. Yeah, I think it really seems like Mikan. Yeah, it's one person because the one who killed Hiyoko was yeah.
Together, but she's gonna be the mastermind.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was gonna tell you. I thought it was.
So we're on the same page. I think everybody's on the same page. I think the big, like, it seems pretty obvious based on all those little things.
This game is so sad and depressing. Like, part of it's interesting to figure out, and then part of it's just so sad.
We'll see what happens.
How they changed her, whatever her name.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to be upset.
She was all sweet.
Gamer guy says that's Danganronpa for you. And last, I forgot that DR1 had 6 survivors, so that's right, because they messed with things in the final trial. All right, later, Oscar.
There's another ending like 1 had. Remember?
Oh,
Could, like,
oh yeah, stay there. Stay there and have everybody have kids with Hina. So weird.
Hey, Rex took the page from that.
Yeah, I did. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly slow. Light poured from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. Experiment says, so I'm thinking Ibuki was turned into a statistic at the hospital, got moved over to the theater. Second victim saw Mikan setting up the scene and got turned into past tense for her troubles. All right. My thought is that Ibuki was commanded to kill Hiyoko, and then Ibuki was commanded to kill herself. That's my guess.
No, I was thinking she was.
Yeah, that's both. Kill the girl and then herself.
No, I don't think she killed herself. I think that I can drive, one. Remember that girl who throws herself in one?
Oh, right.
That won't work. So, because then there's no actual person to execute. So I think that the nurse one actually.
Well, it's the murder because it's still her murder because she's the one who told her to kill herself because she was under the influence of that disease. That's where I'm at. Either way, let's get to it.
Yeah.
My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, 2 people got killed at the same time and Nekomaru's not here either. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No.
Why bother? What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. And so the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyota, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hyoko Saionji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mihiru's death. The person who killed those 2 is among us. Well, most of the people on this page survived at least for now. I definitely can't believe it. Oh, that's a rough page. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake, for our friends' sake, for Ibuki and Hyoko's sake. And so the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. All right. Whoops. I'll save when I get to start. All right. Actually... First, let's actually save, because I feel like I didn't. Alright. I have 4 that I can use. Oh, right. I forgot about the logic dive. All that stuff. I wonder if I should save and just get something else. I'm just going to save my bits. Unless I want to get one of these. Maybe the turning power. Let's get that. There we go. The time limit doesn't decrease even if you shoot a statement with the silencer. Effective during non-stop debate cannot be combined with Infinity Unlimited Flame. That's what we got from Chiaki. All right. Let's begin.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment.
Oh, you maxed out Ibuki before she died, Mr. L. We'll see if I can max anybody else out before they die. I at least got Chiaki.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Jeez.
Your head? What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Okay.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hint bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
Shut up, Nagito.
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hint bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hint bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's, and not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hint bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now.
What a jackass.
The story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Just as Kazuichi said, Nagito is the kind of guy who will just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it, I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. He does have a point, but yeah. Invitation ticket. The thing that he told us to keep.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Okay.
Hajime's testimony.
Hajime's... and the fact that Ibuki...
That would also...
I don't think I can... After all...
Why would Hajime...
Well, obviously...
Did Hajime kill...
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably
Ah,
is
damn it.
Hajime's fault.
I hate that.
Hajime's testimony.
Try to get it through.
That would also...
I don't think I can... After all...
Why would Hajime...
Well, obviously...
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie...
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can slow down time. Whoops. Forgot how to do it.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie. Of course you're not. I already knew that. Huh? Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that.
Again, what a
Each person
jackass.
only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing? Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up. What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Well,
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway. Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside.
it's funny how
to try and
short
keep us from
Hiko
entering
is,
right away.
especially when you've seen him next to Akane.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Me too?
Brought up too early, so yeah, there's definitely no that. Legend of Daniel, my thought on who the killer is Akane. Or not Akane, Mikan. Mikan is who I think the killer is.
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like to something weird, are you?
Probably.
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it?
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they
It
were
has to be-
trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
Shoot.
That door should not have.
The lock was on the floor.
Are you talking about the
You can use that as a... By doing that, the killer waited till we get... And suddenly...
So they looked like they...
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
Okay, I didn't think so, but it's like, I want to at least get something.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There's a semi-transparent glob.
Legend of Daniel, thank you very much for the 100 bits, saying, I do like how the podiums move in V3 during the non-stop debate. They move inwards and outwards before going back in place. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I've not played V3.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
It wasn't rubber at all. That semi-transparent glob was probably... glue?
I see. That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible. I believe it is not something one typically eats.
I have an awful question. Is that green in the... Okay, thank God. It's green is the base color for glue. I thought they were trying to get somewhere else, like somewhere perverted with this by having, like, they colored it green for the American version rather than the typical white that we know it as, but thank God. Okay, good.
That glue is only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose?
Did not think of that.
Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Oh my god.
During the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
I'm trying to get that
If they
tension
couldn't
off
have
of you.
done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
But
Earlier?
when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
That scrap that was stuck on the baton lighting in the music venue. Now, I should be able to figure out what it is. Oh, good. Hangman's Gambit already. It's, oh, God, what's the word for it? Wallpaper. Wallpaper? Yeah, wallpaper. Yeah, there we go. Give me an A. Whoops. Ooh. Ooh, getting a little... Oh, shoot. Oh, no! This is not going well. E. Oh God. Wait, I thought I got the E's. Not sure how I screwed that one up, but okay. And they made this a lot more difficult all of a sudden. Oh, the E blew up. Oh, that sucks. I must have hit the wrong button.
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there?
If so, you're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper. And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys
Shut up,
were
Nakito.
exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
That scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of the wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try. Oh, it's this again. Hold on, I need to, let's see, accelerate. Okay. I needed to remember the controls. Oh my god. Why did Hiyoko's body suddenly appear at the crime scene? Hold on. Okay. It was hidden. But he's supersonic racing. Wallpaper. I just had to remember the controls, and this isn't so bad. Definitely glad I chose my maneuverability. They formed a wall. Oh! Oh, wow. Okay, they covered the pillar. Huh. I thought they hung it over the entire thing, but no, I got that wrong. Whoops. All right.
It's all coming together.
I'm embarrassed about this. And more special states from Knuckles Chaotix, true, but I've not played Knuckles Chaotix, so.
Before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body...
I wanted to see that scene again to really check on that sort of thing. But yeah, I should have known it was a pillar. Yeah, if you look at the one on the left, that's where it makes it obvious. Wow, I did not notice that at first.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Yeah, no, it's the same film. Wow. Clever.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music video.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
Killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold. And
Oh, wow.
risky.
After the Metroid Prime race was over, compared to time on the speedrun leaderboard out of curiosity, that run was in the top 30 for 100%. Holy crap. That's impressive. I unfortunately didn't get a chance to watch that one.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation.
Nagato just seems to have this completely figured out.
What is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard.
He's kind of like the detective girl of this game, really.
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
What the hell?
I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
To mix up the killing order.
I see.
The reason the killer imitated 2 of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see.
Oh my god.
You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
Ooh, getting sassy.
Bigger jerk? Impossible!
Oh my god.
Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
I like Chiaki standing up for herself.
You're one to talk.
Anyway, if this continues, we're just going to talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. Blood on the souls.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
There it is. That's what we'll need.
Were there even any footprints at the crime scene?
Maybe her feet were on the floor. But she was like sitting or something. So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
Oh my god.
Weak, 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 I say! It doesn't even pierce my heart.
Hey, Magus. Going well.
When Hiyoko died,
Just gonna do this third trial.
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
I agree with that.
There we go. I'm surprised he didn't get blocked.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint bloodstains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye!
Oh my god.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still...
Why is he arguing with us?
Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
Smudge on floor.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about 1 minute. Did you see a nice nightmare? You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet. Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through those
There we go.
words.
I did not oh, that's interesting that Kaiser Neko
The reason there was no blood on the floor
voiced
is because
him
the killer
in
wiped it away after.
the anime. That's weird. Who is he in the game? Like I don't know. I do not recognize the actor at all in the game.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do. If you look closer, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
Chris Tergliafera. I have not heard of that actor at all. Voices Avdol in JoJo Part 3. Okay. Yeah, you don't hear him too often.
Even if they're able to hide
I watched
it'd be bad
JoJo
if
season
her blood was
3
left out in the
in
open.
Japanese.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Oh yeah, another point against Mikon. She would know how to make sure the blood didn't spurt out and would get staunched as much as possible. Miles Morales in the underground I don't know what that is. I've not played Miles Morales. Oh gosh, I'm just missing this guy's work.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Okay.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Oh my
Now
gosh.
then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Huh?
The
Suicide?
same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Nagito, what do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's dead. But I'm wondering if
I recognize all these things, but I've not experienced any one of them. Oh my god. That's so sad.
For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin with.
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive.
Good point. Jason Rocks, thank you very much for the tier 2 subscriptions for 34 months now. Holy crap. Almost 3 years. Time sure does fly by. Thanks for all the good times, Derek. Please play World of Horror for Spook Month. I think our Spook Month game is going to be Alan Wake, since that's on next spooky game on the list.
When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
I think Amy was closer in her estimation for how the murder went down. Right path, just she has the more accurate description of how it happened.
Say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So,
When you get me to play it.
an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then the video Hajime saw was actually right?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just
Nope,
have
they
to
both took
find
place
the person
before.
Who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
You'll get there, Karagosa. How many points are you at right now?
We can exclude...
Mikon's count. What is that again?
the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
No, it's definitely not Sonya's.
right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Mikan, I think.
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
Not that one.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be.
Real quick, how do I slow down time? Okay.
My own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Amy doesn't want it to be Mikan. It does feel sad.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Too much info.
Chiaki.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence
good night,
to hide
Jakery.
the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
No, it definitely matches up for her, because we took a break so she could go lay down, which is when we went into the thing, and she rushed up there and did the whole sequence.
Faking the time the crime
It's
occurred
totally
by
her.
falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process. Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
The killer had a different reason. If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Is that a trap set by one of us? If so, then whose? And what kind of trap is it? It's definitely the cleverest setup, but it's also the one we figured out the easiest, which is a bit of a shame. Why, hello there, Mon ami. The moss balls sure look tasty today. Stop it. Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls. And here's some chance time. What? What's that? Now then, Mon ami's appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is going to give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show those jerks who treat you like a redheaded stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. Then... I'm Usami, magical miracle girl Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. What the heck? Alright.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun...
By the way, is Mikan's voice actor also this voice actor for Sailor Moon?
Instead. No,
I forget offhand.
definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Yep, Stephanie Shea. Oh my god, that's even worse for you, Amy. Mikan's voice actress is same as Sailor Moon's. No. Pekko was some... I don't know who voiced... I forget who voiced Pekko. The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that. Seriously,
What the
just
hell?
shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
The same VA as Hinata's from Naruto and Orihime from Bleach, which we speak in great length since all 3 actors ended up in a hospital team. That's right, that's right.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right? But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Hyoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Oh, I know this one.
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Why Hyoko went to the music venue? If that's the key to all this, I need to find that out, no matter the cost. We know that reason.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, Maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Definitely that one.
She was guided by the will of causality.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that.
I guess I'll try. This is a little
Maybe the killer
confusing.
summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
I agree with that.
Okay, there we go. To me, Charles Martinet.
It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Kyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
Oh yeah, there you
Locked
go.
the door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Oh, okay. Random argument, sure.
Are you saying my gut was wrong? This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
Because you're too often wrong.
That's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Wow. I need Sonia's account.
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
I can't back down.
Ooh, failed. Jeez.
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or the killer forced their way into Hyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
I can't back down.
Oh my god.
Hyoko was locked inside her room. She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
I can't back down.
I'm jamming as fast as I can. What the hell?
Hyoko was locked inside her room. She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
I'm running out of cuts, that's why.
I can't back down.
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
That time we got, I just used up too much of my can't
Hyoko's room
cuts.
was locked.
Jeez.
The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering her kimono. There's only one
Oh,
reason
shoot.
her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer. That's the proof she was abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all. Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
Oh, wrong one.
Crap! Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's... Her kimono... There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
There we go. Wrong one. I don't have a spoon with me, Louis Dragoon.
The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Kyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
I'm good.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Kazuichi, shut up. Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamster 6 feet under.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
London, please stop! For his sake.
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
She knows you get your butt kicked.
I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
I love how Fuyuhiko's become one of the most calm people in this whole cast.
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation,
Killed Hiyoko.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Killer was Naked Gray Man this time, of course.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Damn, you don't know the most important part.
The killer's plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak?
Oops.
I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I love that
thinking about it while
exasperation.
I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers.
Yes.
So if she
We said
faked
this.
her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various
Oh, okay,
places
yeah,
throughout
okay.
the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then. Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
Kazuichi, you really don't offer much either, let's be honest. You're getting... We'll see how your backstory is, but you're getting very close to being the hero of this cast, where you're not, you know, the worst, but of the survivors, you definitely have some issues and are just kind of useless in general. No, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
Strange. That's very strange.
This is strange? What's strange?
I see. It's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints, there's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why weren't there any footprints on the... stepladder?
I can prove it with this.
There we go.
If Ibuki used the stepladder,
I don't know yet. The Fall 56, I have to go know their backstories.
Footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
Do you notice such a small detail? How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Komeda, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video.
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
So just as I thought, it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video, and whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
As long as I leave this to you,
I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
If there was some hidden clue in that video, I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. So I'm the only one who can do it. Stepladder, he's very helpful despite his behavior. Yeah, no, that's true. That's what makes him frustrating. The hanging video that I saw. Based on everything we know from the debates thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. Right here. Hospital guy, huh?
Damn it!
Okay.
Damn it!
Wait, is the stepladder different?
Here!
There it is.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
I thought it was going to be the hair, which is why I was trying to click on the robe and whatnot, but no, it's the ladder.
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video.
That's a good memory, Hajime.
There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder.
Oh, it's definitely unsettling, Mr. L.
Clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music video.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
what do you mean?
You're suggesting... that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki. All that gaming has given you incredible deduction
Sure, let's
skills.
go with that.
Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
The stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Chiaki said that the stepladder was at a different place, but if that's the case, the thing that's different between that video and the actual scene of the crime is that thing the place where the killer is that thing the place where the killer did something. Is that thing what? Okay. Oh dear God. Oh God. Hold on. What's the difference between the video I saw and the actual crime scene? I'm trying to think here. I'm seeing double four stepladders. I have no idea. Okay, F, that's something. Oh God. There's a lot of eyes, so... Filing cabinet? No. Filming location. Oh my God. Okay. Whew. That was rough. No. Dang it. I need the N, but I'm so busy getting rid of stuff that... I am really stressed. Give me an N so I can stop this hell. There we go. I was like thinking curtain or something, but jeez. Filming location. That took me a while. This is the worst game of Wheel of Fortune I've ever seen. Legend of Daniel. Thank you for the 100 bits.
Location must have been different too.
All right. Since we are at time, how close am I to getting... Basically, I want to stop at the comic. How far am I away from that comic? For those who played. Because it doesn't feel like I'm too far off, but I don't want to go too late, you know? Hour or less to get to the Conic? Oh my god. I didn't realize it would take that much longer. In that case, yeah. Whew, okay, yeah, this will have to be it then. We'll have to remember some details next time, that's for sure. Sucks that we have to stop here, but that's just the way it is. I just can't, I can't go for that for another 30 minutes. That's, yeah, that's rough. Oh, well. But yeah, I'll try to remember as much as I can, but I might need a little bit of help for that. I should remember most of it, though. I think it should be fine, but I want to see the reasoning behind this. I know the killer. There's not a doubt in my mind who the killer is, but why? What led to them choosing, one, to do it, and two, go for Ibuki? Very, very odd. Whew. Either way, we will be back to finish up this chapter in next Sunday. So look forward to that. And then, of course, tomorrow we'll be playing some more Pikmin 2. And on Wednesday, we'll be playing some more Metroid Prime Remastered. So look forward to all of those, of course. But yeah, lots of good stuff coming up. We'll doing good on that. It's been fun. It's definitely been fun. I've been intrigued by this one. Not difficult, but it definitely kind of pulls you in, for sure. Alright, let's see what we can raid, if anybody. Not really seeing it. I don't want to go with a double kill thing because I feel spoilerish for people who haven't played Danganronpa. So maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. Any suggestions? Otherwise, we'll just call it here. Movie time. There we go. If we actually have somebody to raid, there's movie time. Josh? You could raid Josh. Is he streaming right now? Playing Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, I don't really want to raid somebody who's playing Tears of the Kingdom. Not until I've beaten it myself. Alright. I think we'll just call it there then, since nothing's really coming up. Alright. Cool. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much. Really do appreciate it. We're just not going to worry about it. And yeah, we'll just keep things going. I'm having fun. Curious where they're going to go from here. Oh, what's your suggestion, Amy? What's your suggestion? Let's go with Nocturnal Hannah since she's playing Final Fantasy Tactics. You gotta appreciate that. Has a few more people than we usually raid with, but hey, how can you not love Final Fantasy Tactics? Say again. How do you spell that, Amy? Okay. There we go. Final. It's one of my favorite. Actually, it's probably still my favorite Final Fantasy. So we'll go with Final Fantasy 9. Go there, and we'll go with the movie time raid. There we go. Amy to the rescue. All right, we'll start that raid up. Once again, thank you so much for joining. We'll be back with more Danganronpa next Sunday, if you're only here for Danganronpa. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow for more Pikmin 2 as we finish off the first area and maybe even get a chance to go into the final area. We'll see how it all goes. So, until then, everyone, take care. Bye.